In a far, far away galaxy, there was a little planet called Sparkle. Sparkle was the brightest planet in the whole universe, and it was home to the friendliest aliens you could ever meet. These aliens were called the Twinkles, and they had sparkly skin that shimmered like diamonds. They lived in little houses made of crystal, and they spent their days playing with rainbow-colored bubbles and chasing after butterflies with iridescent wings. One day, a curious little twinkle named Zip zoomed out of her house in her favorite spaceship, a shiny silver saucer with a big, red button that said Zoom. Zip loved to explore the galaxy, and today she was on a mission to find the legendary Golden Star. The Golden Star was hidden deep in the heart of a dark, mysterious cave on a planet called Shadow. Zip had heard that the Golden Star had the power to make the whole galaxy sparkle even brighter, and she just had to find it. As Zip flew her spaceship through the galaxy, she met all sorts of strange and wonderful creatures. There were giant, floating jellyfish that glowed in the dark, and schools of glittering fish that swam through the stars. Finally, Zip arrived at the planet Shadow. She landed her spaceship outside the dark, mysterious cave and stepped out into the shadows. The air was cool and quiet, and Zip could hear the sound of dripping water echoing off the walls. Zip took a deep breath and stepped into the cave. It was dark and spooky, but she wasn't afraid. She had her trusty flashlight, which was shaped like a little star, and it lit up the way ahead. As she walked deeper into the cave, the walls began to sparkle and shine. Zip could see glittering crystals and precious gems embedded in the rock. She followed the sparkles until she came to a big, glittering door. The door was locked, but Zip was not deterred. She pressed the big, red zoom button on her spaceship, and a beam of light shot out and unlocked the door. With a creak, the door swung open, and Zip stepped inside. In the center of the room, on a pedestal of black velvet, lay the Golden Star. It was the most beautiful thing Zip had ever seen, a great, glittering star that shone like the sun. Zip reached out a trembling hand and touched the Golden Star. Suddenly, the whole room was filled with a brilliant, sparkling light. Zip felt herself lifted off the ground, and she felt the power of the Golden Star flowing through her. When the light faded, Zip found herself back in her spaceship, flying through the galaxy. But this time, she was surrounded by a trail of sparkling stars, and the whole galaxy was shining brighter than ever before. Zip flew back to her home on the planet Sparkle, where she was greeted as a hero. The other Twinkles cheered and clapped, and they all celebrated with a big, sparkly party. From that day on, the galaxy was filled with sparkling stars, and the Twinkles lived happily ever after, surrounded by the magic of the Golden Star. The end.